blood or body fluids, which many of the current medical adhesives unfortunately are very sensitive to and don't work so well in the presence of blood, is very flexible. And so when it's on a tissue or an organ in your body, it can move with the body instead of being stressed and torn off.
And what did you use to make that super glue, the slimy super glue?
We were inspired by how slugs do it. And so how we try to mimic the slug is we combine two components. First, we have one component, a chemical that forms a very strong adhesive bond to the tissue. And then we also have a second component that's a jelly-like substance, but a jelly that's very tough and that can act as a shock absorber, absorbing a lot of the forces that may exist at that interface of that adhesive with the tissue to maintain it and keep it in place.
So two things. A, you don't use slugs to make that glue, and when we say super glue, it's not the stiff super glue, it's actually quite flexible.
Exactly. Again, the regular super glue that everyone thinks about, a very, very rigid material, if it gets exposed to water or blood, it doesn't work very well. This, in contrast, functions very well even in the presence of blood, and is resilient and flexible and will move with the tissue.
Does that mean then that it can work both on internal organs and external organs? Like, can it be used in surgery, for example?
Yes, that is the
I thought that's
expectation.
what they were talking about.
Demonstrated that it can be used, for example, to adhere devices or to fix holes in beating hearts, and it will continue to move with the heart.
Yeah, that could have been used to fix Simi or Cat.
Keeping a device attached. You can also use it as a skin dressing if you have some kind of damage or injury on your skin.
There you go, Professor David Mooney telling us about
Slug slime?
Yeah.
If it's quick working, can it work to stop blood loss?
Sounds interesting, but slug slime they showed me.
Wow.
I was telling him, you know, at the end of the interview, I said, I'm just going to be looking at the slimes outside my house very differently.
That could help.
I'm not gonna
That could
be
really
showing
help.
away. I was like, this is science.
Girl there in
in
pink
the
shorts.
making. Respect. You're listening to Newsday on the BBC World Service. More from me and Nomia coming up. Also, latest headlines. Stay tuned.
It's alright.
For San Antonio, clear tonight with a low in the mid-70s. Then tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high near 100.
I don't need to be lectured by
Tomorrow
them.
night, partly cloudy with a low in the upper 70s.
The alleged human smuggling incident that claimed 10 lives in San Antonio is bringing to light an all-too-common problem in South Texas. Next time on Fronteras, we'll have an overview of just what happened from one survivor's story.